Welcome back to Mental Wellness Evolution. I'm Jeff, and thanks for being here. Tonight, we're talking the importance of building up your brothers. Okay, guys? So I think it's so important as men, as we move forward in the world, that we do a better job of taking care of not only ourselves, but our brothers, the guys around us, our buddies, our homies, our coworkers, and the people that we really hold dear to our hearts, okay? There's so many men that are struggling in the world right now who feel like they're not valued, who feel like there's like not enough appreciation, that they're not getting the compliments. And I know most men are starved for a compliment who haven't had one in so long they don't even remember what it actually feels like to get one. Okay, now this is by no stretch of the imagination and admonishment of women or the women in people's lives. I mean, women are really good at this type of stuff. Women are very the feminine emotion. They're very usually in touch with their emotions. When the ladies are struggling, they tend to get together, they get the vino out or whatever they do, and they go out, they dance, they sing, they laugh, they hang out, they take care of each other really well. Whereas men, when we kind of congregate, we tend to talk about stuff that's not pertaining to that. We talk about sports, we talk about politics, we talk about just about anything except what we're actually dealing with. And I understand that this is a reason for this sometimes, because a lot of times those times with the boys are meant to, kind of just, shut out some of the stuff that's kind of going on in our lives, and we get out and have a good time too. But it's important that we actually take time to build up our brothers, the men in our lives, our buddies, and people that we really appreciate, to go out of our way to just kind of pump their tires, put a little air in them. Something that's very important, because there's a lot of guys that just, they don't hear it. They never get a chance. They never hear those compliments. They never get that kind of support, that push, that pull. And we're not necessarily the best at this as men sometimes. I mean, myself, I've always been somebody who's like very willing to go out and tell people I love them and tell people how much I care about them and stuff like that. And the older I get, I really understand the importance of what those things mean to some of the guys around me. I know guys who don't hear it all that often, and I'm trying to go out of my way as much as I can to remind my buddies that, hey man, you're a talented dude. I appreciate that. I appreciate your intellect. You're an incredible father. You're a great friend. Thank you for being here for me, man. I love you. Those types of things. And that's what we need to do for each other as men. We need more of the brotherhood amongst ourselves. We need to make sure we're taking care of our brothers. When our brothers come to us with our struggles, we need to sit with them. We need to listen to them. We need to understand that it's okay, that he just needs to get some stuff off of his chest, free of judgment. He needs to have that kind of safer space where he can come and express himself and then have that support. That's such a big thing, guys. I said we need to support each other as men. We need to just be there for each other. And that comes with balancing the masculine and feminine aspects of ourselves. We're both yin and yang. We both have masculine, feminine energy. And the masculine energy is the thought, the intellect. It's just that part of ourselves, which a lot of guys, we're very driven. It's kind of how we're inherently wired. But it's okay to embrace that other side of the feminine emotional aspect of ourselves. It's okay to get into your hearts. It's okay to tell your boys that you love them. It's okay to give another man a hug. Tell him you appreciate him. Build him up. Pump his tires. Like, you see your buddy making changes in his life. I'm telling you guys, build that man. Pump those tires. Throw some fire or some wood on that fire, because that's going to elevate him. And the more we elevate each other, the more we get better as men, as a collective within the confines of society. This is such an important thing, guys. It's so important to make sure you take care of your brothers, that you're looking after each other. If you notice your buddy seems a little bit off, ask him about it. Don't just try to tiptoe around it. If you know and can see that somebody's struggling, get into that aspect of yourself and, hey man, like, what's going on? And then understanding, boys, get out of the intellect aspect of that and just allow your buddy the space to express himself, to say what's on his mind. Don't judge him. That's a big thing for guys, because we not only have experienced lots of judgment and shame for expressing our emotions outside of each other, but we do this to each other. And I know how many times have, like, you've been going to somebody and I got this on my mind or something on, and you get yeah, well, we all got problems, we got to suck it up. Well, yeah, but that's not the right way to go about it. And I'm telling you guys, if you've got all those problems in the inside of your life, the best thing that you can do is get them out of you. Because if you repress and repress and repress and repress and continue to press your emotions down and don't deal with them in healthy ways, they manifest as addiction. They manifest in terrible, toxic ways, in anger and frustration and just all these types of things, when really at the end of the day, lots of guys just need to be shown some actual love, some actual true love from their brothers, from the buddies, the people that they've surrounded themselves with. It's such a valuable thing. Like, how grateful I am for the guys in my life that I know I can call at any time and they'll listen to me free of judgment. Every time I see them, I tell them I love them. All my buddies that I know, I make a point to just tell them, dude, you're an amazing father. You're this, you're that, the other thing. Tell your buddies these things, guys, over and over and over again. One time isn't do it. Like, make it awkward. I'm telling you, make it awkward, because you don't know how much some men need to hear these things. They need to be reminded of them, because we don't get to hear them a lot. And especially a lot of, like, the world is just ripping men to shreds all over the place. And if we get on that train and rip each other down, well, it just exacerbates the process. It's challenging enough being a man in society nowadays without us dumping garbage and crap onto each other, when we need each other to build each other back up, to be there, to be that backbone, to be that guy that's going to be your strength when you're not feeling that strong, to show yourself that side of yourself. And if you're really ashamed of those things and you express them to another one of your brothers and he just offers you love and acceptance, I'm telling you guys, that is the fastest, most effective way to start healing things that we're ashamed about, is acceptance. And when we start accepting other men for having these types of feelings and thoughts, we're going to get that same reciprocity from everybody else. What we put out, we get back. So if we take care of each other, we're going to get taken care of in return. Okay, guys? So start working on this if you don't already do this, because I said, I'm blessed in my life again, and I don't count my blessings enough that I have guys like this in my life that I love with all my heart and soul, and I would literally take a bullet for it. I express this to them often, and it might even get weird sometimes, and I don't care. If I love you, I want you to know that I love you, that I care about you, that I got your back, that I'm going to be here for you, that you can come to me, you can reach out, and I'm going to be here for you. And there's guys like that in the world, guys. But, as a collective, we need to work on this. It's something we need to get back into. We need to balance the masculine and feminine. We can't just be in this, like, toxic alpha male bullshit all the time that doesn't help anything. It's not helping us. It's not taking you anywhere productive. It's not benefiting you in any way to just pretend like you can do it all on your own time. Because I'm telling you right now, guys, you are going to be 100 times better if you have brothers behind you who are pushing you, who support you, who love you, who are working to elevate you, who want the absolute best for you. If you have those men in your life, cherish them, boys. Tell them. And if you don't have them, guys, maybe you need to look at ways that you can go about changing your circle and starting to find people that are actually like that, because as brothers we need to build each other up, guys. We need to be like that. Your buddy posts a picture on Facebook, go tell him he's sexy, something like that, and it kind of cracks people up, but it's the truth. It's absolutely the truth. There's so many guys who don't get to hear it, who are literally starving for a compliment from literally anyone. And the masculine thing is, well, we want it from women. Like, it's like, it's just kind of how we're inherently wired. But as men, we can give this to each other. Start giving those compliments. Start showing that appreciation. Tell your brothers you're grateful for them. And you can even do little things to show your appreciation, because love is an action word. When you show your brothers that you love them, buy him his favorite chocolate bar. If he's got a favorite beer, show up with a 4-pack of beer. Buy him a chunk of meat to smoke. Whatever it is, those little things matter to us, guys. And the more we start doing them for each other, the more we're going to start elevating each other. And I said, what you put out comes back to you. If you start giving love to your friends, I promise you, you're going to start getting it back as well. Okay, guys? So take care of your brothers, my friends. Take care of the boys. If you've got men in your life that you love, let them know. Remind them over and over and over again. There's nothing wrong with expressing love and emotion for a man that you care about. It's not this unmanly thing. It's just like, get over that stigma and that BS. It's garbage, man. The more men you have that are willing to be like this with you, I'm telling you guys, you're going to be better and better in your life, because you got strong men who've got a good balance of that masculine, feminine energy within them. I'm telling you guys, it is an absolute game changer to have those types of guys in your life. But you can start having more of those guys in your life by starting to be one of those guys in their lives. Have a great night, guys.